Did you know you can automate the PlanetScale CLI without logging in? Hey everyone, my name is Brian Morrison and I'm on the developer education team here at PlanetScale. Today we're going to look at how you can automate the PlanetScale CLI with service tokens, which can be extremely helpful when you're working with the CLI in environments where you can't log in using an interactive web portal. I'm going to walk you through the process of how to create a service token within the PlanetScale dashboard, and then we're going to head over to the terminal and automate a couple of operations using the CLI. Let's take a look. So I'm in the main overview of the PlanetScale dashboard, and as you can see, I have a single database here. I'm going to go ahead and create a service token by heading to Settings, and then selecting Service Tokens on the left-hand side. Then we can click New Service Token in the upper right-hand corner. Now we need to give our service token an arbitrary name that's going to identify it for us going forward. I'll just name it My Service Token, and then click Create Service Token. Now, once the service token has been created, you'll receive the ID of the token as well as the token itself. While the ID can be retrieved later on, it's important to note that the token is only available in this modal, and once it's closed, you won't be able to retrieve it again. So I'll copy these two values, and then I'm going to save these for later for when we use them inside of the CLI. Once we're done, let's click Continue to Token Permissions. Now, all service tokens in PlanetScale have granular permissions assigned to them, and these can be on the entire organization for which that service token belongs to, or it could be on individual databases within the organization. So let's go ahead and give our service token access to our database. Let's click Add a Database, and since TravelDB is the only database that I have in my organization, it's selected by default. Now, one security best practice is to only select the scopes that are absolutely required for your service token to be used. In our situation for this demo, we're simply going to create a branch using the CLI and then check the dashboard to verify that that branch was indeed created by our service token. So I'm going to select Create and Read Branch, and then scroll down to the bottom and click Save Permissions. Now let's head back to the CLI and I'll show you how you can use this service token to automate operations within PlanetScale. Okay, so to prove that I'm definitely not logged in using the PlanetScale CLI, I'm going to type in pscale branch list and travel_db, which should list out the branches that currently exist within TravelDB. If I hit enter, you'll see that I get a warning stating that I'm not authenticated, so I can't actually use this without using the pscale auth login, but that would redirect me to a login page. And typically when you're trying to automate a CLI like this, you're not going to have access to some kind of interactive login like that. So now let's try and do the same thing with our tokens. And before I do that, I'm actually going to assign these tokens to variables within our terminal session. So I'll type in export PS token is going to be equal to that value that we saw inside of the PlanetScale dashboard earlier for the token. And then export PS token ID is going to be equal to the ID of that service token. Now let's try and run that same command, pscale branch list travel_db. Now, when you're using a service token, you also have to specify the organization name using _org as the flag. And my organization name was ps-deved. And then I'm going to use _service-token and pass in our PS token variable. And then service token ID and pass in our PS token ID variable. And hit enter. And you can see I'm now able to see the branches that exist for the TravelDB without actually having to log in using my own PlanetScale credentials. Now, if I want to create a branch, I can type in pscale branch create travel_db, and then let's create a dev branch, and I have to use all of those same flags that were specified above. So ps-deved, service token, and service token ID. Hit enter. See, branch was successfully created, and if I list those branches out again, I now have two. I have my main branch and my dev branch. And to further reinforce the fact that a branch has been created, I'm back inside of the PlanetScale dashboard. I'm going to select the TravelDB, and I will select branches, and as you can see, I have two branches now. The main branch, which was created 3 months ago, and the dev branch, which was created 1 minute ago. Although this was a fairly basic example on how you can automate the PlanetScale CLI with service tokens, there are plenty of other operations that the CLI does support that can be automated, such as creating deploy requests, approving deploy requests, and even merging those changes in between branches. For more information on how to use PlanetScale, visit planetscale.com and check out our blog and documentation portal where we're adding new content all the time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.